Welcome to Prophets of Babel with your host Janine. Today we continue reading the declarations of Neum. Chapter 11. And now I, Neum, the oracle, shall speak unto my children, even the children of Joseph, that shall read my words in the last days. Hear me now, O Israel, hear the words written so long ago, for I see you, though I do not understand what I see. Yahweh makes you known unto me, and I see your sin. What is this sin? You have forgotten to read the stars, and to observe the holy days of Yahweh and her Sabbaths. Your love for one another has waxed cold. The rich eat while the poor go hungry, and naked, yet is this not the sin of every generation of mankind? Yea, look now and ponder this. How can one understand without knowledge? How can one listen without hearing? How can one be wise without learning? How can one hear while speaking? How can one receive mercy without giving mercy? How can one give a gift without a willingness to receive a gift? How can one seek justice without themselves accepting justice? How can one have strength without bending to the winds? Yahweh spoke, and the voice was heard by his children, and the voice gave mankind much wisdom and understanding. Yahweh uncovered our ears that we may hear, our eyes that we may see, our mouths that we may eat and gain strength, our feet that we might run to those in need, and our hands that we might serve El Olam. Yahweh created understanding for all who seek knowledge and truth, that they might know all wisdom that has been given from eternity to eternity. Truth may not be changed, and the mercy of Yahweh is neither hidden nor locked up behind the waters, that we should receive him not. For Yahweh is El Elyon, and his father and his mother do sit upon their thrones in the heaven above the heavens, and his Asherah does sit with him, and presides in the council of Ha Elohim. And Yahweh is known well for his patience. See how many times he has forgiven Israel and taken Judah under his mighty arm. And Yahweh is known well for the might of his great anger, and he has turned his wrath against the enemies of Israel. And even as Yahweh is known well for his numerous acts of mercy toward Israel, he too will be made known as terrible in his wrath, again against his people. For we have not honored our covenants, and over the land Yahweh did give us, and we have not made him our ruler. And though Ha Elohim is honored among Israel, his holy people, among Israel, his chosen people, we have become a people of works and not a holy people. Israel has become great in the blessings of Yahweh and in seeing our splendor, yea, forgotten the voice of the covenant. Yet we too shall know the mercy of Yahweh, for his righteous anger against us shall pass, and our people shall be humbled, but not utterly destroyed. And when this era of wickedness is at an end and evil is abolished in the Messiah, the great Ha Cohen shall make the final sacrifice. And we know the genealogies. Abraham begot Isaac, and Isaac begot Jacob, and Jacob begot Levi, and Levi begot Quahath, and Quahath begot Amram, and Amram begot Aaron, and Aaron begot Eleazar, and Eleazar begot Phinehas, and Phinehas begot Abishua, and Abishua begot Buki, Buki begot Azzi, and Azzi begot Zeraiah, and Zeraiah begot Mariath, and Mariath begat Azurah, and Azurah begot Amariah, and Amariah begot Ashtub, and Ashtub begot Zadok. And it was Zadok ha-Kohen in the days of our kings, David and Solomon, who were mighty before Yahweh, yet in their pride even they did sin against Yahweh. And Zadok begot two sons, Ahimaaz, who was the high priest over Israel, and Zenock. Zenock was made a priest in the lands of Joseph, and there he served us in a temple of our lands. And Zenock begot Zenock, the seer and the prophet. Even as we in this day do write the words of Zenock, the son of Zenock, we do not understand them. And even as we do seek out Zenock the priest to make sacrifices unto Yahweh, I see that you in the last days do seek out the priest, that you might accept the sacraments of Yahweh. But even as the people do not hearken unto Zenock and his brethren, the prophets, nor will they give heed unto my words, they will be gathered and kept as a testimony against them. So you do gather up the words, but will you listen? Will you heed them? When the great Ha-Kohen offers up his mercy, will you accept it, O Israel, with the first and last great sacrifice, that of the broken heart and a contrite spirit? And I ask those of you that are wise to ponder, if Adam has a good tree, one that does grow up even into the heavens, will he not love it? And if Adam does love it, will he not care for the soil about it? And when Adam sees that the tree grows heavy with the fruit each year, watching it grow in the rains of autumn and in the spring, but see it thirst in the heat of the summer, will he not water it? And will Adam not see to protect it and to keep it safe? And will he not see fit to multiply the seeds of the tree and to nurture that orchard to grow it and protect the branches of it? For even as the voice has come unto the prophets and the prophetesses of your generation, so too have they come through the voice of all generations. Therefore, when the day shall come that all that has been shall be gathered into one, stand watch, that you will be ready. Chapter 12. And now I, Neum, the oracle, shall speak unto my people the words which I have been given of the voice of El Olam. So says Yahweh unto you, I have blessed you, and I have set you apart, my Israel, yet you have squandered my gifts, and torn my people in two. You have made my holy days unclean, and burnt up the meats of your sacrifice, and the smoke is not pleasing unto me, for ash and dust cannot feed my people. To make an atonement, your sacrifice must be pure, and for the sacrifice to be pure, my people must be pure. And for my people to be pure before me, you must be clean before me. And to be clean before me, you must wash yourselves in my mercy. What is my mercy? It is the mercy of Israel. For in Zion there are no rich and no poor. There are none that shall go naked or be turned away hungry, for fearful of the wrath of another. But my ways are not your ways. Therefore, how are you my Israel? Who are you that you would be my people? Wherein you can be found the mercy of servant Abraham showed in feeding all who came unto him. You come before me with gifts, yet it is I that created all things. What need have I for your sacrifices? The sacrifice of your heart is to give of your blood to help one another. This is the covenant of your mothers and fathers that they did make with me. And in the days of your purity, you will give without ceasing. And the food of Israel will be pure, even as manna from the heavens. And the widow shall give thanks, and her children shall not go hungry. And in that day that you shall clean yourselves before me, I shall offer unto you a new and everlasting covenant. And Israel will again be my people. The purity of the righteous shall be known throughout all the earth, as there shall be no want in heaven, and no judgment given to those in need. And to the poor shall be given the best gifts and the best food, and there shall be no rich among you, that there shall not be any poor. Do this, and I shall establish a statute of my atonement among you. And even as you go into the waters dirty, you shall come up out of the waters clean. And as you go forth from the waters, you shall say, Blessed are you, Yahweh, for through the great Ha-Kohen does your salvation come. By your purity, O Yahweh, and by your glory in my salvation come. And even as I have given you my children, so it will you give unto all that are in need. But now my wrath is set, for I have sent my prophets and prophetesses to give you my words. But you, Judah and Israel, will not hear them. For I have not changed my words, but you have sought to change them. I have not transgressed against you, my chosen people, but you have transgressed against me. Therefore you shall not know peace. Even so, amen. Chapter 13. And now I, Neum, the oracle, shall speak again unto those that shall read these my words at the last days. Look and see, for it shall come to pass that in the last days the earth shall tremble, the very heavens shall be moved in the wrath of Yahweh, and the creation shall moan. For the world shall fall ill to the iniquity of mankind. Yea, the greed of men shall be as a poison that will drain the earth of its life, and she shall become sick To and fro shall the earth shake, and the nations shall tremble, but in their greed mankind shall avail it as naught. Smoke shall fill the earth, and the blood of the creations shall be sold, and that great Leviathan shall rise up out of the deep and choke the life. Yea, the sea shall be emptied, and the rivers moved. The forest shall be burned up, and the mountains torn down. The wind shall destroy, and the rain shall be as a poison. And there shall come a famine in all the lands, for the greed of mankind will steal away the food for the poor, and the widows shall go hungry. And not merely for want of food, but for lack of love in the hearts of men. Yea, their hearts shall wax cold. And the leaders of men in their priestcraft shall take for themselves many wives, even the wives of they who serve under them. And they shall call themselves prophets, and they shall defile themselves with these women, and shall break the hearts of the daughters of Zion. But the daughters of Yahweh shall arise, and these shall be given the stones, even as Yahweh did command Israel, teaching again their daughters to take upon them their Urim and Thummim. And the voice shall come forth with them, and they shall speak even with tongues of fire. And behold, it shall be known by that stone that the priestess shall hold in her left hand, yea, even that stone which is on the left side of her. And it shall be uncovered before the whole congregation until the priestess is finished in her utterance. Yea, and after the breath has gone out of her, you shall keep her words and write them. And the people of the congregation shall bow down unto the earth and shall pray as one. And then you, the congregation, shall ask in the name of the eternal Father, if her words are true. And if you will ask with a pierced heart in faith, being filled with that same breath, then the voice shall tell it unto you. And once you know it to be true that a prophetess has spoken unto you, then you shall hear her words and hearken not unto any who would counsel rebellion against Yahweh our Elohim. And if it needs be that she makes some miracle in the name of Yahweh, then she shall take the stone that she shall have in her right hand, even that stone which is on the right side of her. And when the priestess comes forth to make manifest the will of Yahweh, it shall even be as flames of fire coming forth from that stone of her right hand. And this because it is the Urim. And after this, when she goes up to draw near unto the people, Yahweh, our Elohim, the El Olam of Israel, shall dwell there among the congregation, and they shall be the Shekinah, for they do dwell in the presence of Yahweh. Remember what Yahweh has said unto the daughters of Zion? And they made for them the mitpah of gold and blue, scarlet and purple, fine twined linen. I'm going to read the note. It says, a kind of veil or shawl that reached from the forehead over the back of the head or to the hips and could fall even lower like a modern tallit. Gold representing the transcendence of mankind, blue representing the eternal unity of God, purple representing compassion and kingship of God, scarlet representing the passion and the fire of the Holy Spirit, fine twined linen is referring to any plant-based fabric. And they did beat gold into thin plates and cut it into wires to work it in the blue and in the purple and in the scarlet and in the fine linen with cunning work. And they made shoulder pieces of the mitpaha, which were joined to two of its corners for fastening it. And the curious girdle of her mitpaha that was upon it was of the same, according to the work thereof, of gold and blue and purple and scarlet and fine twined linen, even as Yahweh did command Moses and Zipporah. And they did put them upon the shoulders of the mitpaha for them a Urim and Thummim, that they should be stones for memorial to the congregation of Israel and of the faith of the daughters of Israel, that they did not need a sign when Yahweh was ready to lead Israel from Egypt. Wherefore, daughters of Zion, in the last days, do not be led away in priestcraft, but let the Urim and Thummim rest upon thy shoulders and take again your place in Israel. Let not men lead you astray into wicked priestcraft, taking you from your husbands, leaving you brokenhearted. See that the widows and the fatherless are cared for, that the treasures of creation of Yahweh is dispersed, that none go hungry or are afraid. Amen and amen. 14. And now, Judah, I, Neum, the oracle, have spoken unto you again and again, but I know that you will not heed my words. It is even as Enoch has already spoken unto you. Yahweh is angry, for Israel will not accept the mercy of the Son. And you have threatened this man, the son of a priest of Yahweh and a prophet of Yahweh, with death. And for what? Would you slay him when he does beg the life of Israel and for the very life of Judah? Know you not that he does not speak out against you, but in favor of Yahweh, and by the will of Yahweh, even as you do hear me speak it? Do you not understand that this man Zenock has been ordained by the hands of the angel Raphael? This he has testified, and his deeds do bear witness. Wherefore it is said by those that do follow him that he is Morah ha-Tezedek, for unto him has been given the high priesthood. All right, I'm going to read the notes again. Morah ha-Zedek, Hebrew, a teacher of righteousness. Go up to 3a. And I say unto you further that I am a disciple of that Zenock, the very same, and have been ordained by his hand, Morah ha-Migdalah. Therefore, if you would slay him, would you do well to slay me also? And this I know that you will not do, for the voice has spoken it unto me. Wherefore hear me this day, O Israel, yea, hear the words of El Olam, even as you did hear them in the days of old from the prophetess, yea, from Zipporah and Miriam, and from Rahab, and from Deborah, and from Abigail, and from Noadiah, and from Beulah, and even from Chulda, who did testify of Zephyr HaTorah. Yea, from all of them and more. Do you not remember how quickly you forget your mothers, O Israel? And it was by their sins that the children of Adam and Eve did forget the letters that were taught unto their parents. For in the day that the earth was created, the letters were written upon the sky. So I'm pausing because this is beautiful. She is acknowledging women, which we don't even hear about. I mean, some of these women we know short stories of in the Bible. I'm so glad she's bringing them out, that we were taught by them. This term Migdala is used in the Songs of Solomon. In modern English, it would be Magdalene, and the title appears to be tied to the sisterhood of Christ. And Yahweh did give unto the daughters of Israel their mitzvot, even through our mothers, even Miriam and Zipporah, even to learn the letters, yea, and to learn to read the night skies. And I say unto you, O Israel, teach your sons and daughters to read, and no army will ever truly conquer Israel. The letters have been with Israel from the beginning, and though their shapes may change, to know them is to know Yahweh, our Elohim. Therefore I do say unto you this day, to know the letters is to know the mysteries of Yahweh. Yea, teach the letters unto your children, and they will know the secret doctrine. The Torah is revealed to every generation, to those who love her. Yea, her voice is as a still whisper, her message only given unto they that show her affection. She does hide her face in a veil, for her beauty is like no other, for she is wild, and none may possess her. Yet she does love Israel. Yea, as Yahweh does love Israel, and she will not forsake it, nor will she abandon Judah. Yea, she will teach us all she knows if we will but ask her. Her light illuminate the path, O Israel, if you will open your eyes to see her. How can you see that which you do not love? To love her is to know her, and to know her, O Israel, you must know the letters. Teaching us to read our scriptures. I say unto you again, if you will not learn the letters of the Torah, she will stay hidden from you in spite of her love for you. Therefore, O Israel, seek to learn the letters and breathe into the Torah deeply, loving her with your heart, and she will take you by your hand and lead you back home to Yahweh. Chapter 15. And what shall the Torah teach you, O Israel? What secrets should she desire you to learn from her? From the very beginning, Moses taught that Yahweh did divide the light from the darkness. And when mankind is given to know good from evil, or to separate the light from darkness, so it is that they can tell the presence from the adversary. And so it is that Israel too must give herself unto Yahweh, that he should divide the light from the darkness. And it should be given us to know that in that light that does break through the darkness, you shall behold the pathways white and delightsome. Think not that they are as water, for they are not paths in mercy, but of life itself. That of the flesh is not that of the spirit, for in the flesh lies death, and in the spirit life. And so it is that there are two sets of tablets. Upon the sapphire tablets is inscribed the Torah, and upon the emerald tablets are the secrets of the temple of Yahweh. And when Moses was given the Torah, Israel was not ready. And so it was that the tablets were broken and destroyed by the very hand of Moses. And so it was that Moses commanded to make a second set of tablets, also of sapphire, upon which is written the Torah. And the Torah of sapphire is the right hand of El Olam, and the covenant and the Torah of emerald is the left hand of El Olam, even life. And between these is the Torah of marble that unites the right and the left, and written upon it is the heart. And there are 32 paths cut from that same marble that does connect them, and this is the very tree of life. And this tree can only be found when mankind should eat from that tree of the knowledge of good and evil. For only then can the light be divided from the darkness, and the earth formed from out of that void. And I, Neum, the oracle, have seen the tree as I have walked about the garden in vision. And there is the Eden of the earth and the Eden of the heavens, and these are one creation. And that creation is thus life, nephesh, which is the birth of the soul, life, ruch, which is the breath and awareness of Ha Elohim, life, neshama, which is the understanding of Yahweh, life, chaye, which is the oneness of Yahweh, and life, yekedah, which is the life of eternal creation of Yahweh. And these may be seen in the En Sof Adam Kadam, intelligence, spirit, flesh, soul, and Yaqid, the eternal life given Olam Haba. Therefore, know, O Israel, that there is no beginning nor end to life, for there is not beginning or ending to Yahweh or of his creation. Why then is Israel given the Torah of sapphire, Judah? We keep the sapphire temple. When shall we be given the Torah of emerald? And what of the Torah of marble? O Judah, O Israel, do you not know that these are given? The mysteries of Yahweh are before our eyes, if we will but see them. Yahweh did know that the first tablets should be destroyed, and would it have been better for them not to be given? I say it to you, no. For Yahweh knows all things, therefore Yahweh creates, and Yahweh destroys. All right, below in the footnotes, life, nephesh, means soul. Oh, she explains it. Nephesh, soul, rush, breath. Neshama is soul, and kaya is life, and yekedah, denoting being one with God. En Sof means infinite, a name for God in Kabbalah. And Adam Kadmon is the pure potential. Together, this would be the eternal person. Olam Haba means the world to come. Yahweh Elohim is the creator, and Yahweh, our Elohim, is destroyer. Yet all that Yahweh destroys, Yahweh heals. Therefore, there is a wisdom in Yahweh that the first Torah was given. For in the letters between upon the tablets are the covenants between Israel and our Elohim. And had the Torah not been written by the hand of Yahweh, there should be no day and no night, no earth and no sky. For the heavens and the earth, they do belong to Yahweh, the Creator. And the Torah of sapphire cannot be destroyed, for it is written upon the heavens, as they who read it do know. And the Torah of Moses was written by the finger of Yahweh, that the story should be known when the stars would no longer be read. For the Torah shall forever be told from mouth to ear, but these shall change, as Israel does forget her Elohim. And this Torah was first given unto the whole earth, but mankind would not circumcise their hearts, and thus was Israel set apart. Therefore, through Israel shall the creation be finished, and Eden restored, but not yet. For in the last days the Torah of sapphire shall be written upon the heart of the earth, and sealed within the hearts of the righteous, yet they shall know it not. And the warmth of that fire shall gather them, that they shall find safety and peace in Zion. And though Babylon shall seek to make war with them, they shall not find them. And when Zion shall be found, their peace shall be so great that all nations shall fear them. And this shall they say, war not against Zion, for should our people see their way, they shall leave us and serve us no more. And El Olam shall stand on high, and Yahweh shall be in their high place, and the presence of Elohim shall go before them, for they shall be one. Chapter 16. And now, Judah, prepare your slumber. In your wickedness you have forgotten Yahweh, but Yahweh has not forgotten Israel. When a man or woman sleeps, their soul does for a time leave them, as their spirit rests and their body slumbers. And ascending on high, Yahweh gives an account of the deeds and acts of men. Therefore in the last days shall Israel awaken from their slumber, and Yahweh shall pour out his rock HaKodesh upon Israel and upon all people. And when your sons and your daughters shall awaken, they shall see, for they shall prophesy of truth. And your men shall dream dreams, and your women shall see visions, and your elders shall know truth and testify, and Yahweh shall cease to hide his face. And the herald shall cry out, assemble and gather together all these sayings, for the voice has spoken again to mankind. And there had been silence in the heavens, as the earth was prepared for that last hour to unfold. But then the moon shall shed her light again upon the earth, that there shall no longer be darkness in the night. In the notes, says likely to gather up the scriptures to come forth in the last days, which is happening. And the winged messengers shall make noise, and the earth shall hear them. And when the priesthood of Yahweh shall be restored unto the earth, it shall not ever again leave her. And in the last days there shall be those that say, what the Lord has given, he did not take away. But come unto me, and I will restore Zion to her glory and fullness. And behold, I have seen, and I am the oracle of Yahweh. Therefore I do know, this priesthood should never leave the earth, but shall fill it, spreading like a fire, to consume the righteous in the power of Yahweh. They that do rise at midnight to meditate on the mysteries of Yahweh and the secrets of El Olam, unto them shall a portion be given. And they that do dwell in the garden and do walk about the orchard shall be given a lamp, and all that they that would put oil therein shall be a light upon the earth. And these shall taste the fruit of that tree, and it shall be sweet, and the bitterness of the rotten seeds shall be rooted out, that the good fruit shall not be contaminated, and that tree be purified. And the name of that fruit shall be Ephraim, and even the seed of Joseph, who is the seed of Israel. For Israel shall repent, and Ephraim be remembered, for he is a delightsome child, and a precious son unto El Olam. Therefore I have seen that through the seed of Ephraim Israel shall be restored. He shall bring forth the garment of his father, even the cloak of many colors. And it shall be given again unto Israel, that the Torah of emerald shall be made known. And when the Torah of sapphire, which is the covenant, is read again, and the Torah of emerald, which is life eternal, is acted upon, then shall the Torah of marble be opened up unto you, O Israel. And the 32 paths of the righteous shall be walked in the garden, and the fruit of the tree eaten once more. And then shall Adam and Eve shall be one. That rock HaKodesh shall dwell in Israel. For this is the temple of Yahweh, our Elohim. And though Babylon shall burn the holy house and plunder its riches, they cannot steal the treasures hidden within. When Adam and Eve are united in El Elyon and Neshama rises, the true and light are given freely and received in Yahweh, and Israel is free. 17. The name of Yahweh, the Creator, is written and engraved above, below, and on all sides of this, the creation, for it is His. And the Shekinah of Yahweh is in the tabernacles, and in the temples, and in the tents of the Telatot. Seek her there. And at the first in Israel, there was only the tabernacle, but with kings came the desire to tie down the dwelling place of Yahweh. And who could contain El Elyon? Not you, O man. Yet Yahweh did allow the temples to be built, but these were not built for Yahweh, but for Israel. And what thanks did you give, letting strange Elohim into these holy places? And so it shall be, that when Israel shall fall, and she shall fall, even as Yahweh declared. For did he not say, because they be a stiff-necked people, it shall be that when they shall keep my mitzvah, they shall be blessed upon the face of the earth, and there shall be none to molest them, nor to take away from them the land of their inheritance. And they shall be a blessed people upon the promised land forever, and nothing, save it shall be iniquity among them, shall harm or disturb their prosperity upon the face of the land forever. But if iniquity shall abound, cursed shall be the land for their sakes, but unto the righteous it shall be blessed forever. And we see that Israel to the north has fallen. And what then shall be the fate of Judah if we do not keep the Torah? What shall be our fate when we pollute the temples of Yahweh? What shall be our fate when we do go burning incense to other strange Elohim? Would we not share their fate? For we too are Israel, the seed of Jacob. And this I know, for I have seen the temple in Jerusalem, that holy dwelling, burnt and ransacked, and the things of Yahweh brought out to mock Israel. And Yahweh has shown me, and I have seen our enemies go before us mocking. And then shall a man of Yahweh come forth, saying, all who honored her debase her, because they have seen her nakedness. And why should Yahweh protect the resting place of the Torah that is not kept in your heart, O Israel? Wherefore Yahweh shall again remove the ark of the testimony from Israel, yea, he will take it away, and then it must be written upon our hearts, O Judah. This I have foreseen, and this warning you shall ignore, and yet this is for a wise purpose in Yahweh, for El Olam does know. And you shall see, O Judah, that the house of Yahweh is built in her wisdom, for Yahweh does know that Shekinah did build the house of Yahweh in 7 pillars, and Yahweh does hold up her 7 pillars, and his waters, they nourish them, and the righteous do eat of the fruit therein, and in the darkness a light does shine forth from his secret place. And all they that go about in search of truth are given the secret doctrines, and they sing in hymns of worship. And this is given as Abram and Sarai that left Egypt and ascended into the mysteries of Yahweh, and were reborn, Abraham and Sarah, and learned her secret wisdom, and were true and faithful in their worship. In the notes, talks about this, the 7 pillars. This may be the 7 sephirot of creation on the tree of life in the book of remembrance, 33, or wisdom, understanding, purpose, power, knowledge, reverence, righteous judgment, listed in Isaiah 11, 2 through 4. O Israel, O Judah, O that you would also be true and faithful to Yahweh, who did keep the covenant of our fathers and our mothers. But were we faithful? No. And because we have asked for this divorcement, Yahweh will watch over us as it is we who have retreated back to Egypt. But the Torah of Yahweh shall never be taken, so long as we keep her written in our hearts. And in this shall the word of Yahweh be written upon all the creation that is around us, and upon our hearts within. In this is the salvation of Israel. 18. And now, Judah, I will prophesy unto you once again, for I am the oracle of Yahweh, and Yahweh is the hope of Israel. Where therefore I say unto you, how firm is the foundation built upon Yahweh, our Elohim, and upon this Shetaiah is Zion built by the Choza, even those who do seed. And this is the rock whereupon this earth was created and built up, and in it is the life of Israel. For if mankind were to open their eyes to see, then the adversary would have no power over the hearts of mankind, and the unknown would be known. For the seer does know and does testify, and there is one above all, and one below, and one between two, and two who do begin a third, and that the three become one, and that one sends forth the divine light and life. And there is seen 6 on the one side and 6 upon the other, the visible and invisible work. And the 6 do rise, do become 12, and the 12 do reveal the 22 symbols. And the 6 are a part of the 10 Elohim from the first day of the creation, and the 10 are the one. And this is the Shetaiah, whereupon Zion does dwell. And therefore wake up, O Judah, and wake up your brothers, even Israel, and you will be judged in your slumber. And when the body is defiled, the soul does flee from out of it. But in Yahweh comes new life, and then death shall be no more. For Yahweh is El Elyon, and his is over all things, even life and death. Therefore, Yahweh is the hope of Israel. And though your children shall not see his hope, it will dwell within them, that their children and their children's children shall find it. And though you shall be cast out and thrown down, you will find Yahweh again, and you will revere him once more. So says Neum, the oracle of Yahweh. 19. And now I shall speak unto all those that are wise, if you would but listen. And what is wisdom, but to know good from evil? Was this not the sin of mankind? No, but the sin was to take before that thing was given. Therefore it was their shame, and the shame of Adam could not be hidden. And this, O Judah, is the secret of sin. For Adam and Eve were told not to take for themselves, and yet they did take before their time. They did know, yet they did not understand. And therefore the adversary did deceive them. And thus they could not rescue themselves, for they understood not what should come to pass. And thus is mankind cast from the garden. Likewise, O Judah, was Israel taken, and so too shall Judah be thrown down. And here is the sign that these things must come to pass. When evil was given, and evil was taken. And when the widows and the fatherless were hungry, they were not fed, even though you had an abundance of food, O Judah. What nations should want to be oppressed by their neighbor? Who that is weak wishes to be ruled by those that are stronger? Where is the righteous man that has not taken from his neighbors? Come now and defend our borders. But there is no one that shall come to aid this time, O Judah. For you did not understand the things of old, therefore you could not foresee what is to come. Who can come and rescue the people that cannot see things as they truly are? But not all is in vain. I shall tell you of another sign, O Judah. When evil is shut up and wickedness is bound up and righteousness does abound, the light of Yahweh shall shine forth like the sun. And it will come to pass that truth shall fill the world, and the world shall see no more war. But the strong will protect the weak, and those with food shall feed all that are hungry. And this shall be because the Father shall come in the flesh, even the Son of the eternal Father. And though he will be our king, we will not be his people. We will despise him and mock him and send him away. And he will teach us. He will heal the sick, yet his deeds will be judged impure. And there's a beautiful picture. Everyone in white. Neum dancing in vision. He who gave us the Torah through the hands of Moses shall we reject and cast out and give unto our enemies, that we should be put to death. But he is our Father, even the Father of our salvation, and he will take upon himself all our sins. And this he will do because of his great love for us and for our father Abraham and our mother Sarah. And I have seen that he will return to us, and he is the master of life and death. And though he will die, we cannot kill him, for he is our Elohim. And he should rise on the third day and take many up with him. And in the last days he will come again, even as he did leave, that they loved him when he did walk the earth. And though the children of our Father shall proclaim his peace, they shall endure violence, yet this is but for a time. And when Zion is come unto them, their peace shall be so great that all will fear them. And there will be no more wars against Zion, for her daughters will teach the children to see, and the fathers will teach the children to know. And all that would make war against Zion will fear that their people would see them. For should they see Zion, they would throw down their swords and covenant never to shed blood upon the earth again. And what can you say, O Judah, of this? Will you be Zion? No. And so it shall be that Judah will fall to her enemies, that the blood of Israel shall be spread among all the earth, that the salvation of Yahweh must come. 20. And in that day, when Yahweh shall come unto the earth, there shall be such a joy among the Melachim of the heavens. For Yahweh is willing to reconcile with you, O Israel. His hand is stretched out towards all those that do love him. Take his hand, O Judah, and declare your love, reconciled in the restoration of all things. Refuse not the hand of the Lord of lords, that death shall not overtake you. The love of Yahweh for Israel is even as the love of a husband to his bride, and without this marriage the world should not exist. For Yahweh is the husband, desiring only to bestow unto his bride, that she in her love should receive all that he does have. And when Israel shall refute his love and not receive of his fullness, then the love of Yahweh should be given to another, even unto the Gentiles. Yet when Israel shall be restored unto her former glory, then shall Yahweh come again unto his bride, and take her unto himself. And their love shall be eternal, and there shall be neither Judah nor Gentile, for all shall be Israel that walk upon that straight path to our Elohim. And their love shall be so great that their fire will never be extinguished, but all that Israel should desire will Yahweh give unto her. And this because she will never again look unto another's eyes, lusting in adultery, but shall be forever faithful unto her first love. O Israel, O Judah, why do you go lusting after other Elohim, created by the hands of men? Why does your faith stray as an adulterous heart, when Yahweh desires nothing but to give you all that is in the heavens and the earth? What more could these false Elohim give but doubt and troubles, leaving your hearts longing for the days when Yahweh would hear us when we cried out? For did Yahweh not hear our cries for food in the wilderness and give us manna and quail? And when we did thirst, did El Olam not send forth Moses and Aaron to strike the rocks that we might drink? And even now Yahweh has living water for you, but you will not drink it, for it seems bitter to you. But his water is sweet to the taste, and his manna does make us to never hunger again. Therefore, let go of these false Elohim. Worship not your vain sacrifices. For Yahweh is full from the fatted rams, because you do burn them up and do feed the poor among us. His daughters come not before him at the full moon any more, and his sons come to him on the new moons with vain sacrifices. Wherefore seek you, O Israel, the mercy of Yahweh, and to be his hands once more. Make the widows your mothers and your wives, O Israel. Make the orphans your sons and your daughters, O Judah. Plead their case before Elohim Shaddai, and the mercy that you would give them shall Yahweh, your Elohim, return to you even sevenfold. And 7 times upon 70 times shall you be blessed, O Judah. But will you hear? And if you do hear, will you listen? And Yahweh will turn his mighty hand toward you. But you shall not be wiped from the face of the earth, but you shall be sent out, O Israel, that this creation might be turned from corruptible into incorruptible. For this is the power of Yahweh unto salvation. Thank you for joining me today on Prophets of Babel for the reading of the Declarations of Neum, chapter 11 through 20. I do just want to let you know that on their website, there are classes about the scriptures. And Neum is part of the Torah, and there are classes. So I just wanted you to know that if you want to dive deeper in, this is a beautiful book.